These are the tools I used to change the 2001 Dodge Ram front ball joints. I used a chisel, a center punch, a 1/2-inch drill down to smaller drills, a 7/8 Craftsman socket, a large hammer, a bottle jack, and a jack to hold up the swing arm. I took and drilled out the top button part of the rivets on this top ball joint with these drills. When I got to the 1/2-inch drill, which it went and just right down through it, and found that after I drilled and knocked the head off the button and removed the top ball joint, that just striking it here, it came out. Now on the bottom ball joints, that was a little more difficulty. You can see how far I had to drill down into these. As you can see here, down into this, about that much drilled into it. As you can see, the bit and used this to drive it out. And this was just fit inside the 7/8 Craftsman socket. Rivets approximately that far to get the ability where it would move. And what I did is I took, after I had them drilled, I put this on top of the jack, and this was in the bottom of the rivet, into the swing arm, and I jacked up and put pressure with the jack so that this was holding it up, and took my big hammer and my punch and drove it down into the socket. It's not a very difficult job. It was done. It could be done within 2 to 3 hours for both sides. It looks formidable, but it's actually simple. Safety, just make sure that you have the vehicle braced for safety's sake, that you do not harm yourself or endanger yourself with the vehicle falling on you. But it is a doable job. It's not as formidable as you would think it would be, but just by simply drilling out the top part of the rivet, and if it doesn't quite come off, you can use the chisel to knock it loose for what little material that may be left on it, and then just driving them out one by one, using this jack to hold your swing arm up. The upper swing arm that this ball joint's connected to will be about this position, and there's over on each side there's a pivot point. There's 5/16 nut on each far side on the shaft, and you would loosen it up so this swing arm will move up and down, so you can get it down to where it's easier to drill it out. But once you're done, put it back up and retighten those 15/16 nuts good and tight where that swing arm is setting like this when you have your new ball joint mounted into the upper arm. Hope this helps you in understanding how I did it, and it worked out quite well for me. And hope your job goes well. Drove it down.